The idea of Stellenbosch. It had been a whisper in conversations for years, a place full of warmth, and of course full of wonderful wine. I felt a distinct pull towards it, a gentle nudge from my adventurous spirit. I knew I needed to see it for myself, not through the rushed blur of a car window, but slowly, deliberately, on a bicycle. Why a bicycle, you might wonder? It's all about connection, you see. Feeling the warm African sun on your skin, the playful wind dancing through your hair, smelling the rich earth after a morning mist, the delicate perfume of wildflowers by the roadside, the promise of grapes ripening on the vine. A bike lets you be in the place, not just a spectator passing quickly through. It felt like the perfect way to meet Stellenbosch. The excitement bubbled inside me, much like a child waiting for a special holiday. I pictured those famous rolling hills in my mind, majestic mountains standing as ancient guardians, vineyards stretching out like lush green carpets. I was ready. The day finally arrived. It dawned bright and wonderfully clear. My rented bicycle waited patiently for me. It was a good, sturdy bike, painted a cheerful blue, ready for the adventure that lay ahead. I took a deep, calming breath. The morning air was incredibly fresh and clean, tinged with the unique scent of fynbos, that wild, aromatic shrubland of the Cape. It was an intoxicating perfume, wild and free. My first few pedal strokes felt a little wobbly, not from any fear, mind you, but from the sheer bubbling anticipation. The road ahead was smooth and inviting. It curved gently like a welcoming arm, leading me away from the charming bustle of the town, and out into the very heart of the winelands, green, so much vibrant, life-affirming green. It was an immediate feast for my eager eyes, a landscape painted in 50 shades of growth. The mountains were truly majestic. Simonsberg stood proud and craggy. Groot Drakenstein watched over the fertile valleys. Their imposing peaks sometimes touched the soft clouds. It made me feel wonderfully small. The vineyards. Oh, the glorious vineyards. They were absolutely everywhere I looked. Endless, orderly rows of vibrant green leaves, patiently hiding their precious ripening grapes. Some of the vines looked incredibly old, their trunks gnarled and wonderfully wise. Others were young and slender, full of fresh promise. They climbed gracefully up the gentle hillsides. They spread themselves generously across the wide valleys, a living, breathing tapestry of nature's art. Cycling slowly through them was simply magical. The warm sun dappled playfully through the leaves, creating a beautiful mosaic of dancing shadows on the path. I could hear the gentle, contented buzz of busy bees, the soft rustle of leaves in the caressing breeze. Sometimes a friendly farm dog would trot alongside me, for a short happy while, its tail wagging furiously. These were the simple joys of the journey, moments of pure, uncomplicated happiness. It felt like being in a dream. The colors all around me were incredible, deep, luscious greens of every imaginable shade, rich, fertile browns of the life-giving soil, the vast, bright blue sky arching high above, occasionally a sudden flash of vibrant color, from a wild protea blooming bravely by the fence. My first big stop was Spear Wine Estate. It felt grand and welcoming. Old Cape Dutch buildings stood proudly. Their white walls gleamed in the sun. Their thatched roofs spoke of history. I parked my bicycle, eager to explore, and taste their famous wines. Spear is one of the oldest wine farms. They told me fascinating stories. Wine here is a cherished legacy. Section 5, More Than Wine, Boschendal's Historic Embrace. Next on my carefully curated list was Boschendal, another famous and respected name in the winelands, another incredibly beautiful historic estate to explore. The ride to get there was absolutely lovely. More of those gently rolling, vine-covered hills, more of those stunning panoramic views. I felt surprisingly strong and invigorated, energized by the surrounding beauty, and the steady rhythmic motion of the pedals. The anticipation grew with each passing kilometer. Boschendal felt a little different from Spear, equally historic, certainly, and just as grand. But it possessed its own unique, captivating charm. The formal gardens were simply magnificent. Roses of every color bloomed in profusion. Ancient, sprawling trees provided welcome, cool shade. It felt like stepping gracefully back in time, to a more elegant and unhurried era. I wandered through the grounds, lost in thought. I dreamed a little, as one does in such places. They are well known for their farm-to-table food, and their delightful, picturesque picnics. I saw happy families laughing together, sharing delicious food under the shade of the trees. It looked utterly idyllic and so inviting. Section 6, Smiles and Stories Connecting with Stellenbosch's Soul. The very best part of travel for me? It's always the people you meet along the way, always the unexpected human connections. And in this regard, Stellenbosch did not disappoint. Everyone I encountered seemed to have a ready smile, a friendly word, a cheerful greeting, from the vineyard workers tending the precious vines, to the welcoming shopkeepers in the charming town. There was an undeniable warmth here, a genuine, heartfelt hospitality that touched me deeply. I found myself chatting with a lovely woman. She was selling beautiful bright flowers by the roadside. Her hands were stained with rich dark earth. Her eyes sparkled with kindness and good humor. She told me about her little garden at home, about her family, her children, her simple joys. These were simple everyday stories, shared openly with an unguarded heart. These small, precious interactions, they mean so much. They are the real, lasting souvenirs of any journey. Even other cyclists I met were wonderfully friendly. A quick, understanding nod as we passed, a cheerful wave of acknowledgement, a shared smile of mutual understanding. We were all on a similar happy journey, exploring this incredibly beautiful place together. Section 7. Echoes of the Past. Cycling through history. Stellenbosch is an old town. In fact, it's the second oldest town in all of South Africa. You can feel the echoes of history everywhere you go, especially when you wander through the town center. Dorp Street is particularly famous, and for good reason. It's lined with magnificent ancient oak trees and rows of beautiful historic old buildings. Classic Cape Dutch architecture lovingly preserved. It's like stepping into a living, breathing museum, a gentle journey back through the centuries. I cycled very slowly down Dorp Street, allowing myself to imagine life centuries ago. Horse-drawn carriages clattering on the cobblestones, ladies in long, elegant dresses strolling gracefully, gentlemen in smart hats tipping them in greeting. The old buildings seemed to whisper their stories, of brave pioneers and early settlers, of struggles faced and overcome, of triumphs celebrated under these same oak trees. It was a powerful, almost tangible feeling, to be in such a place. Many of the wineries too have long, rich histories. Some of them date all the way back to the 1600s. Imagine the changes they have witnessed over time, yet they continue to endure, strong and proud, still producing exceptional wine from this fertile land. Section 8. Tips from my saddle, your perfect Stellenbosch ride. If you are thinking of planning your own Stellenbosch cycling adventure, and I hope you are, I have a few small simple tips from my saddle. First, and most importantly, go at your own pace. This is not meant to be a race. It's all about pure enjoyment and discovery. Stop often. Whenever something catches your eye, take lots of photos to remember it all. Breathe in that fresh, clean winelands air. Savor every single moment, big or small. Let the journey unfold. Rent a good, comfortable bicycle, or bring your own if that's possible for you. Comfort is absolutely key for happy cycling, especially if you plan on some longer rides. Wear comfortable clothes suitable for activity, and a helmet, always, without exception. Sunscreen is also very, very important here. The African sun can be surprisingly strong, even on days that seem a bit cloudy. Stay protected and keep your skin happy. Plan your general route beforehand, but always be ready to be flexible. There are so many wonderful wine estates, you simply can't visit them all in one trip. Choose a few that particularly interest you. Check their opening times for tastings and tours. Section 9, Stellenbosch in my heart, an unforgettable journey. My precious time cycling in Stellenbosch was, alas, drawing to a close, but the vibrant memories were just beginning to settle, to take root firmly in my mind and heart. I felt a little pang of sadness to leave. This remarkable place had truly charmed me, completely and utterly from the first pedal stroke. It was so much more than just a beautiful destination. It was an experience, a profound feeling, a deep and unexpected connection to a place. I came to Stellenbosch looking for scenic routes, and of course for famously good wine. I certainly found both of those things in abundance, but I also discovered something much more valuable. I found genuine warmth in the smiles of strangers. I found echoes of a rich and fascinating history. I found a surprising sense of peace and tranquility, the slow, unhurried pace of the bicycle. It allowed me to truly see and to truly feel the very essence, the soul of Stellenbosch. This journey changed me, I think, in subtle yet significant ways. It reminded me of the simple joy of simple things, the breathtaking beauty of the natural world, the inherent kindness often found in strangers.